What part of lockdown will you miss the most once it ends? Having a built-in excuse to turn down plans and social engagements. Being in charge of my own schedule. I worked from home full-time. Completed my work in ways and times that suited me and enjoyed the flexibility that came with perpetually being in my favorite environment. Sleeping half an hour longer every morning, since there is no travel. Being fully justified in telling people to back TF out my bubble. Employers being forced to acknowledge that remote work is both possible and a good idea. I feel like some managers aren't happy unless they have someone in their physical space to bully. Oh, we can't telecommute. Because of Bill. Bill says telecommuting lowers synergy. The part where I didn't get any colds or flu because I was masked up. Working from home all the time. I'm pretty happy with being able to decide when and how to interact with my coworkers. Not having to go to family events that you already know are boring but you are kind of expected to be there. Sleeping later. Not getting dressed for school. Getting the home field advantage for using the bathroom. Working from home as much as I do now. I hated going to an office. A lot of businesses really streamlined online deliver and contactless services and I'm afraid it will all slowly go away. Not traveling all the time for work. Although I imagine many of my firm's clients will still avoid in-person meetings going forward. I feel like this thread is full of introverts and bitter extroverts lol. Being able to make whatever face you want in your mask. I won't miss the commute. Either the time, miles on the car or the gas. Being able to wear a mask. Because I have severe acne and the mask covers some of it up so I feel more comfortable in public. The stuff I miss is mostly when the lockdowns first started. Way less traffic and I live close to an international airport and even the plane noise went down severely. Could hear nature again. Absolutely nothing. I will continue to mostly be able to work from home, about the same as now. People standing 6 feet away from me. I can't stand it when someone will be almost breathing on me and I would have to either ignore it or confront them and then it makes whatever you're doing more awkward. Just give me space to buy my groceries. The calm outside, the air starting to smell differently, and animals getting back in the city. No commuting. No pressure to wear uncomfortable clothes or makeup. Minimal social gatherings. Being home all day. Cooking every day. None of it. I'm going to pretend this hellish purgatory of an era didn't exist. I'm not enormously extroverted. But I've fucking despised being a prisoner in my home. I can't wait for it to end and I really hope more than a few political careers come crashing down in disgrace as a result of corruption carried out under the pretext of, it's an emergency and we didn't have time to put contracts out to tender. So we just gave them to our mates instead. 1 year ago, when this situation started I would have said, get up late. Have lot of time to practice guitar. Lessons from home. Less social interaction. Today I would say almost nothing. I'm tired of this situation. I miss everything of my life before COVID. Online class. It's way more relaxing than normal class. Not having to spend all my scholarship money on transport to get to school. People not standing up my ass in line, being able to turn down any invitation extended to me. Flexibility of scheduling things, public transit being almost completely empty. Having the free time and the energy to just putter around. I've lived in my area for 6 years or so and I've learned so much more about it during lockdown. Going for long walks down random streets whilst listening to podcasts. Not having to care about my face looking nice because I'll have a mask on. I live near a pub. The lack of drunken shouting has been great. Feeling like a responsible, mature member of society for sitting at a computer instead of socializing in person. Summer sunsets with clear, clean skies and no contrails marking up everything. I missed the initial lockdown where I am. 'Cause everything but retail stores, essentially, were closed. Not having traffic on the way to work was amazing. It was an amazing excuse to not have to job hunt and to just play video games. I played so many great games last year that I never would have had time for under different circumstances. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I want to go watch soccer and drink alcohol with my friends and meet new people. Can you stop calling it a fucking lockdown? Call it the pandemic. People that always refer to the pandemic as lockdown or quarantine piss me off more than COVID. Deniers do. Cooking classes online. It's been fun to see everyone cooking in their own kitchens at home while learning new culinary techniques. Being able to download Linux distributions the day after they hit theaters. Perfectly ruining my career, which was already ruined. Not having a commute. Although I miss the social interactions of going to work, uni. The lack of a commute almost makes up for it. Everybody staying away from me in stores. My personal space bubble starts in the next zip code over. I don't think I've ever intentionally been closer than 6 feet to anyone apart from family in my life. Hell will be filled with close talkers for me. I suppose I will have less time to play PUBG Mobile. Because I will be working and earning money and being out with friends and so on. I don't know if I will miss that time though. Because my people have been missing from my life for a year. And no silly little mobile game is really capable of filling that hole. All of my uni exams being flexible, take home, open note. Made what were some of the most difficult classes in my degree infinitely easier. That's like asking what part of house arrest will you miss most when you are paroled. Wearing whatever I want to work, and not having to commute. I've apparently been social distancing for years. Nothing will change for me when it's over. Masks. I sew myself a new one almost daily. With fun iron-ons, and I love doing it. Plus we have less cold, flus. Less sick kids in schools. And if I go to a restaurant. Okay. It's been a year. But I could. I know my waitress or waiter hasn't accidentally sneezed on my food. I also work retail. I don't have to smile if they're being a dumbass. Not having to change out of my pajamas to attend school. Nothing. My life was the same before lockdown. My state is in its second full-on lockdown apparently, but my life changed 0% except for face masks. Where the customer can see me at work. Since I have to wear a mask 8 hours a day, not worrying about how well I shave.